Hi, what's up guys? Today I would like to show you my Infernity Chimera deck profile. The reason why these two archetypes works really well together is Baphomet, the mythical king of phantom beasts, because this card can send any of your fiend, illusion or beast monster from your deck to grave. So it can set up your grave with infinity monsters or any other fiends, and also it's a level 6. So you can fusion summon it with any of your other fusion monster, and you go for Beatrice, and Beatrice can send any other monster from deck to grave. So that's it for the introduction. Let's get into the deck profile. For the Infernity monsters, I play one Infernity Archfiend. It's limited, so I can play only one. This is the search of the deck. 3 Infernity Necromancer. You can special summon any of your Infernity monster from your grave with it. Infernity Mirage. You can tribute it to special summon 2 of your Infernity monsters from your grave. These cards are not hard ones per turn. The newer edition of this deck is Infernity Patriarch. So this card is a free special summon from hand if it's the only card in your hand. So for example, you can search it with Infernity Archfiend, and if it's the only card in your hand, you can special summon it, go for Dugarus. Dugarus can revive back your Infernity Necromancer. Necromancer can special summon back the Infernity Archfiend. Archfiend can search another card, and so on and so on. And the last Infernity monster is Infernity Conjurer. This is a free special summon from your grave if I don't have any cards in the hand. Next, Infernity Spell Traps. One launcher. It's limited, so I can play only one. You can special summon with this card up to 2 of your Infernity monsters from grave. This creepy little punk. It's a weaker Infinity Launcher, but the problem with this card is that it's hard once per turn, so I only play one copy. And the Infinity cards are not great if you have cards in your hand, so you want to search this card later in your turn if you don't have anything in your hand. Next one. Barrier and one break. So you want to end on these cards with your Infinity monster on your side of the field to negate or destroy a card. Next, for the Chimera cards, 3 Mirror Sword Knight, 3 Conflict Cult, 3 Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws, and 2 Big Wing Baphomet. So with this version of this deck, with the Mirror Sword Knight, I usually summon Gazelle, because Gazelle can search Chimera Fusion. With the standard Chimera deck, you would summon Big Wing Baphomet, because it can search your Chimera Fusion, and also it can search level 4 beast monster, so you can search the Gazelle. But this card locks you into fusion summon for the remaining of the turn, and that way you just go for this line. If I don't have a really good Infinity combo, or I just brick with, so I can just go for the standard Chimera lines. But I still play the Big Wing Baphomet because it has a really good effect. When this card is fusion summoned, I can just revive back one of my illusion monster from our cave. Next, for the additional fiends I play is 3 Agim Chain, 1 Sabers, 2 Frightful Patchwork, and 2 Polymerization. So Agim Chain is additional fiend, and Polymerization is additional fusion summon, because with the Chimera Fusion and Polymerization I can empty my hand. So I can just summon fusions, empty my hand, and trigger other effects to special summon back monsters from grave, for example. That way I just fill my field and can go for the link summons or Beatrice line. And I play this ratio because it's better to start with Ejim Chain, because I have a pretty easy access to the fusions with Chimera Fusion. So I can just fusion summon the Ejim Chain, search the Frightful Patchwork, and with Patchwork search Ejim monster and polymerization. So that way I have two monsters to fusion summon. But if I start with Ejim, start with Frightful Patchwork, I just search these two, and with Ejim Chain, if I search the Patchwork, I cannot use it again this turn, because it's hard once per turn. Next, additional fiends, 2 Stygian Steed Patrol. This is the OG fiend extender for Infernity cards, Infernity decks. This card you can banish it and special summon a fiend from your hand. So with this card you can easily trigger the Infernity Archfiend if you have it in your hand, and or you can special summon the Infernity Necromancer from your hand. Next one, Archfiend Hairless, I think it's summoned. It's called this card. If this card is sent to the grave, you can search one of your Infernity Archfiends. Next, additional consistency cards. 1 Foolish Burial and 3 Pot of Prosperity. I don't play any going second cards because the deck can be bricky, so I want to maximize on consistency with this deck. Next, for the extra deck, I play 2 Baphomet, the mythical King of Phantom Beasts, 1 Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, 2 Garura, because some hands can be pretty difficult to play with, and if I drew too many fiends, I can just go for 2 Garura and go for the Beatrice to send something to grave. Next one, Guardian Chimera. So you want to summon this card either during your opponent's turn to disrupt your opponent, or you can just break boards with it. Next, for the excited monsters, 1 Beatrice, 1 Nugarus, 1 number 3 Cicada King. So you can summon this card with 2 of your Infernity Necromancers, because during your combos you can just get 2 of your bodies, and so this is another way to have a disruption during your opponent's turn. Next, for the links, 1 Proxy of Magician. So this card is pretty interesting. You can fusion summon with this card from monsters on your side of the field, and if you fusion summon into the arrows this card points to, you can special summon a monster with 1000 or less attack from your hand. So you can easily special summon one of your Infernity Necromancers from your hand, so you have additional extender to play with. Next, 1 Cross Sheep to special summon back one of your monsters from grave. IP Mascarina, this is additional disruption you want to end on. during your turn with a Split Knight. Appaloosa is for the end board, and the last card in the extra is 1 access call talker for killing your opponent. And that's it for the deck profile. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this deck, what would you change, and what other deck profiles you like to see. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.